Now, it's been a week since the Enyobeni Tavern tragedy in the Eastern Cape, where 21 children were found dead in the early hours of the morning. On Friday, police announced that they have concluded the investigation on site and their teams have been withdrawn. However, the post-mortem results are yet to be released. Community members and some survivors of the tragedy say the business owners should be arrested for selling alcohol to minors. Joining me now is the mother of one of the Enyobeni survivors, Nonkululeko Vika. Sis Nonkululeko Enkosi, thank you so much for joining us and just giving us the time for you to be able to speak to us about this tragedy. Can you just take us back to the week that has been? I'm sure as mothers, as parents of many of those children that have either survived or lost their lives, you must still be going through a lot of shock.
Okay, hi my dear. Yes, this has been a hectic week. Since my son has lost two of his best friends there, he was also there, and he's still not okay. He's still not okay. As the mother, I'm still not okay. But at least he is getting some help. The coach of his team, soccer team, so he has organized for them, since there were 8 of them as friends, but then only 6 survived, 2 of them died there. So he has organized some professional help for them, so they're going through those sessions, but he is still not okay, more especially the mothers of the disease. They're not okay at all.
I can imagine. I mean, that's something so tragic as young people who are probably going out for some fun, and it turns out to become such a tragedy. From reports that we've been getting throughout the week, is that there must have been some kind of gas that the young people inhaled. They weren't able to get out as there's only one entrance and one exit for the place. How did your son survive?
Mine, as I did ask him, how did he? He said he jumped from upstairs, as it is a 2-block, but then he said he jumped from the 2nd floor down so that he can survive, because he is saying it was full and it was very hectic. So yeah, he survived by jumping from upstairs.
Now, Sis Nonkululeko, with the community rallying behind, obviously, the families that have lost their loved ones in the past week, there's a lot of concerns that have come out in terms of what led to the situation. And one of the things was the fact that there aren't as many recreational facilities in the area that young people can engage with, and then they are limited or left with just then being able to have activities such as drinking alcohol. What do you as a community member believe needs to be done going forward in order to have our young people find more activities and things that will actually help them in life?
Okay, my dear. Children will be children, boys will be boys. Here in my community, we do have a library. We do have a field so that they can go and practice. Listen, even my son is in a soccer team. The others who also died, they are in a soccer team. But then, I don't know what happened that Saturday, but then they did what they did. They went there, and unfortunately, that happened. I mean, we do have libraries, we do have fields, soccer fields, so that they can go to the library, they can go and do whatever, but then we don't know what happened. We really don't know what happened. That is why I'm saying children will be children. Yes, we do speak to them. We do tell them about the dangers and of this alcohol and what, but then they do whatever. So, I mean, yes, now it's not the time for us to shout at them, and it's time for that. We sit down with them and tell them and see, so that they can see what really is happening. So what they do have to do and they don't have to do.
I mean, it is very important that communities and especially households stand up and take the responsibility of showing the way. Like you say, you speak to your children, but there's another call for the owners of the business to be arrested. Do you know where that is in terms of the police investigations? Are you looking at the owner of Enyobeni Tavern possibly being behind bars anytime soon?
Me, I really don't know. As I'm saying, I mean, I think now whoever is responsible, action should be taken. I mean, even if it's the owner, or because rumors are saying it's the owner, it's the wife of the owner, we don't really know who is it. I mean, so whoever is responsible, I am saying now, should be arrested. Whoever it is should be arrested. I mean, you can't go on and open and sell alcohol to underage children. That's a no-no. But then, I don't know, my sister.
All right. Thank you so much, Sis Nonkululeko, for having the courage to speak to us this afternoon. I'm sure it takes a lot, especially having lost children that you would regard as your own, as much as they are friends of your son who survived that tragedy. Thank you so much for talking to us this afternoon. That's Nonkululeko Vika, who is a mother of one of the survivors of the Enyobeni Tavern, where we saw 21 young people lose their lives untimely last week Sunday.